My name's Alix Martin. I live in Alston. I've lived here for quite a number of years. When I heard about COVID and realised how many people were ending up in hospital, particularly people who had lung problems and heart problems, I realised that having both heart disease and lung disease, I really needed to isolate and to not go out or let people into my house. Consequently, I have been shielding for the last 2 years since COVID. I'm a web designer, so I work from home, so lockdown really didn't have that much impact on me as far as having, not being able to go out to work, because I work from home and have always pretty much worked from home. If I'd have lived in a flat in Manchester or Carlisle even, I think it would have been horrendous. But here is it's a wonderful place to live. And I can look out of my window and see hills and beauty, and people were still walking their dogs, so I can see people walking along the street. Also, I've had more people in my living room via Zoom than ever I did before, so I haven't been lonely at all, really. I regularly have 20 to 30 people every week doing a Zoom with me, and that's still true. So even though I'm still shielding 2 years later, because there's no way I want to risk getting COVID. When we first heard about COVID, I was on the parish council, I was a parish councillor, and I was aware that we needed to do something because it was obvious that COVID was going to come all across the country. And if people were going to have to shield or isolate or stay away in lockdown, then we needed to find a way to be able to support people. So I started with the local county councillor, a group called AMERG, which is Ulster Moor Emergency Response Group, which we started online. And because I'd been used to using Zoom myself for a couple of years, I was able to get loads of people online. I opened up a Zoom account, and we started being able to work towards supporting the whole community. We also arranged a delivery van with food so that people who were isolating or shielding would be able to get food. Lots of people donated money, and pretty much the whole community pulled together. So it was wonderful. It was really good. I've certainly got a lack of confidence about going out. I'm okay getting in my car and going to the doctor's surgery or the hospital, which is what I've done for the last 2 years. But I'm really nervous about going anywhere else. And I don't know whether that's realistic or it's just me being frightened because I haven't been out for 2 years. The fact is I don't know. And in fact, you can see in my agitation, I really don't know. Because it's okay in here, because it's okay. And, if I've got to be in prison, then I couldn't think of a better one. Then I'm living with it. But when I think about my life into the future, I don't know. I don't know whether I'll ever go on holiday again. I don't know whether I'll ever go to Carlisle and go into the town and go to tea shops again. As far as I'm aware, really, the only positive that we can take out of the whole thing is the fact that we've learned to communicate online with each other, which has opened up huge, better possibilities, especially for people like myself who are vulnerable and lonely. Maybe people can meet up with each other on Zoom more often and stave off loneliness. I think another positive is we have started to communicate with people outside of our local environment. Because Zoom is available and Skype and WhatsApp, we are meeting up with more people and therefore hopefully getting a greater perspective than what we would if we were just stuck in our little local communities. And by little local, I mean Carlisle or Manchester is little local. I don't just mean Alston. I don't know how COVID's affected us for the foreseeable future. I know how it's affected me for the foreseeable future, which is, I don't know what future I really have other than here and online. I would like to think that the lessons we've learned from COVID about caring for each other and supporting each other and looking out for each other would carry through. But I'm a cynic, and I suspect they won't.